Hello Aries and welcome to my channel. This is Hidden Faces Tarot. This will be a general collective reading for the month of June 2022, so take the messages as they resonate, okay? This may not apply to every single Aries out there as everybody is on a different journey, okay? This may apply to your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node signs. So let's get right into it, Aries. As you can see, I've already pre-shuffled the cards with some clarification and some oracle messages, okay? So the first card here is the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is about, wanting to come out of the cold, okay? Not even wanting to. This is you coming out of the cold, okay? Now, Aries, this is potentially your energy or somebody else's, okay, in your environment. But for right now, I'm just going to go with as this being your energy, just for the sake of keeping the storyline clear, okay? Now, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, this is no longer wanting to accept the fact that you are giving your time and energy to something that's always constantly making you feel like you are feeling a sense of loss, okay? Meaning that no matter what you do in the situation, you always felt a sense of emptiness and not having any success in the situation, okay? Now, with this energy here, because you are pulling yourself out of it, it's because you have taken away the importance of a situation that you felt was once very important to you, or you felt a lot towards it, okay? But you have taken the importance away from that situation in order for you to come out of the cold. Meaning that you are no longer giving your energy to something that you feel does not help you progress forward, okay, Aries? Now, I want to say that is because we have the Star card here, and we have the Queen of Wands, okay? Now, with these two cards showing up here, by you pulling yourself out of this energy of, putting somebody maybe on a level that they don't deserve to be, you have come to terms with that, and now you're able to heal yourself, okay? Because by you pulling yourself out of the cold and taking yourself out of that mindset of, feeling a sense of lack when it comes to a situation, you are slowly healing yourself out of that energy, and you're starting to really exude your own energy and your power and your brightness, okay? Because the Star is about really shining your own energy, okay? Because when you were out in the cold or feeling a sense of loss or emptiness when it came to a situation that you put effort into, it was dimming your light. It was bringing you down, okay? But because you are no longer giving your energy to that situation, you are finally sitting in your energy of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very passionate, confident. She's got a bright aura around her, okay? This is somebody that is very dynamic. She's able to draw in other people without really having to do much, just because she has so much charisma. And you're back in your energy now, in your element, and you're feeling quite good about that, okay? Because you have done the work to just release this other type of energy that's kind of holding on to you, or it's like it was weighted. No matter what you did, you always felt a sense of not getting to a resolution or feeling left out in the cold, not being heard, things like that, okay? The next message here we have is the Moon in reverse. The Moon in reverse is about no longer sitting in illusions and delusions about a situation, place, or thing, okay? You no longer put somebody on a pedestal is really what I see here. Because with the Moon upright is somebody, this is about self-deception, okay? But this is also about other people creating illusions in your life, okay? Because they want you to believe in something that they've created, but in reality isn't the truth, okay? Therefore, an illusion, right? But that's something that we ourselves can create about a situation or place or person as well, right? So you're coming out of this whole, false reality that was created in your life, okay? And the reason I say that is because we have the Page of Swords here. Page of Swords is about, the pages are all students. They're learning, right? And with the Page of Swords, this is about someone that's learning through facts and logics, through information, through being observant, okay? So by you really paying attention to the details of the situation in your life that caused you to feel empty, you've really learned that none of it was the reality for you, okay? You're starting to see people for who they are. You're starting to understand people for who they are and not trying to make excuses for them anymore, because it's all about the facts. You're paying attention to solely, things that are being shown, things are being done, things are being said, right? The next message we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, by you doing this and really focusing on these energies and gaining clarity, you have actually completed your karmic cycle, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Wheel of Fortune is about somebody learning their lessons, okay? And perhaps this is the lesson that you needed to learn, is to focus on the reality, focus on the 3D, focus on not what somebody is necessarily telling you, but what they're showing you, okay? And this is your lesson, and you've completed that, okay? With the Wheel of Fortune here. The next message here we have is the Emperor. Oh no, sorry, not the Emperor, the Hermit. The Hermit is about, taking some time, okay, to yourself, really pulling your energy back. This is about introspection. This is about asking why. The whys, the what, the hows, okay? This is about asking yourself, why did you put this person on a pedestal? Why did you allow people to treat you a certain way? Why do you put so much emphasis on, a situation that doesn't bring you any value, right? So these are things that you're asking while you're spending time in the Hermit, okay, in the Hermit energy here. And that's what gave you the clarity on how to release the situation, because you've realized that, when you're the one that's trying to fix something, when it isn't yours to fix, right? You've learned that it's up to the other individual to step up to the plate and make the changes that they need to as well, okay? Now, with this Hermit card here, we have the Magician to clarify the Hermit, and we have the Page of Wands, okay? Now, with the Magician in the reverse, the Magician in reverse in this context is telling me that by you really taking this time to really look within and look at the situations in your life very clearly, you're choosing to no longer manifest, meaning that you are no longer willing to use your tools to resolve a situation in your life that you feel like it's not up to you to resolve anymore, okay? Because the Magician in the reverse is, I see it in this context, is that he has the tools, but he's choosing to not use it at this time, okay? Because, it's at some point in time, you were the one using all of your tools as the Magician, and the situation was still keeping you left out in the cold, okay? Now, because you've learned this energy through being in the Hermit, where you really look deep inside why you are so accommodating to this type of energy, you've realized that you don't want to give your tools away. You don't want to use your tools anymore to resolve the situation, right? And with the Page of Wands here, you're feeling pretty optimistic. You're feeling pretty good about this decision that you've made, right? Because it's not a superficial decision. You've really thought it through, right? And you're feeling pretty good about your decision, because at the end of the day, the next card here we have is the Five of Swords. This is about somebody that just wants to have the upper hand in a situation. They just want to win, right? Because the Five of Swords is about an empty victory, somebody trying to get the upper hand at any cost, regardless of how it impacts anybody else, okay? So, by engaging in this situation, by manifesting, a resolution, it's always going to look like the Five of Swords, okay? So you have decided to no longer manifest and correct this situation with whoever this is, okay? Because it's almost like it's a dead-end situation, because you've done your part, right? Now, the next message here we have is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about a passionate new beginning, okay? This is an inspirational beginning. Now, if this is a personal, individual growth process, this is you feeling a sense of newness, okay? Within yourself, within your energy, within your drive to move forward. Meaning that you have left this weight of this heaviness behind you, and you're ready to start anew in who you are and present yourself very vibrantly, no longer allowing somebody to put out your fire, okay? Now, if this is a relationship, this is somebody coming in with a newfound passion, okay? Because they have released any of this baggage behind, okay? They're ready to come in with this new passion, this new beginning, new excitement, okay, towards you. Now, to clarify the Ace of Wands, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Five of Cups, okay? So with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, this is about, no longer feeling that sense of loss anymore, okay? No longer sitting in disappointment, okay? This is you know, it is a sense of disappointment, in a sense that, you know, this situation was not able to be resolved. But, you know, with the progress that you've made, you're not going to allow this situation to hold you back and stop you, okay? Yes, you're disappointed about the time and energy that was put into a situation, because you're looking at the spilled cups, right? Like, you're almost looking at the cups like, how unfortunate that these cups were left spilt over, right? That's pretty much the only reason that you're looking back, right? Because you're thinking that, okay, if this was reciprocated in the energy, you know, you could have had the Two of Cups with somebody, okay? But unfortunately, because of the way the other individual or situation presented itself, you've decided to no longer engage with it, because it always made you feel empty. And you're wanting to have this passionate new beginning, okay? So you're ready to move forward, Aries. The next message here we have is the Lovers. The Lovers is about making a choice, okay? But, you know, if it's a romantic sense, this is about somebody that's ready for this passionate new beginning. With the Ace of Wands and the Lovers, this is a very strong sexual relationship, okay? If we're talking romantic here. This is a sense of yearning for another person, okay? Lovingly, in a loving manner. But if we're talking about just a basic relationship, you know, a friendship, family situation, this is you really seeing that, you know, yeah, that you did have choices to make, right? And based on your choices that you've made, you're able to step into your Empress power, okay? And if this is a romantic relationship, this person sees you as their Empress, okay? So either way, Aries, if this is a romantic context, or if this is a singular, personal, you know, other sort of relationship, you have stepped up into the Empress, okay? You have ascended because you have completed your karmic cycles. And, you know, it was the one lesson that you needed to learn, and now you have ascended into the Empress energy, okay? The Empress is somebody that embodies all four queens, okay? She embodies the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So now you're sitting in this energy. So you've done the work, and you are here where you needed to be, okay? The next message here we have is the Four of Cups. Now, with you sitting with the Empress energy here, Aries, right, you have the option to reject anything that does not serve you. Okay, because now with you sitting in the Empress, you know how to protect your energy. Okay, so when people are coming in offering you cups that may not be true to their nature, you're able to see through it, and you're able to reject those types of energies, okay? And that's your lesson. That's how we evolve, is we are able to assess situations when they come into our path without allowing one aspect of who we are to sort of digress us, okay, into a different direction. Now, at the bottom of the deck for our main cards is we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a queen that's very, she's a very cruel individual, okay? This is a very unkind feminine energy. She is pretty ruthless. She has no empathy. This is somebody that's very manipulative as well. This could also be somebody, you know, that I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to diagnose anything, but they tend to have some sort of narcissistic tendencies, okay? You know, where they tend to gaslight, things like that, you know, because this is somebody that just wants to win. They don't care about the emotions or consequences for other people. Their mentality is to win at all cost, which was the Five of Swords. So this is the individual that you're dealing with, Aries. And like I said, this could be, you know, a female in your life, or this could be a masculine in your life that's in a feminine energy, okay? So take that how it resonates. But you are dealing with someone that is not very kind. At the bottom of the clarifying deck, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about, you know, a lack of a happy home, okay? This is about not seeing your wish fulfillment in what you once believed it to be, okay? Meaning that you once believed that your family life looked like the Ten of Cups, where everything was your wish fulfillment, okay? This was your emotional fulfillment, and everything was perfect, right? Everything looked good. But then when you started to see the cracks in the connections that you've had, it no longer looked like the Ten of Cups anymore, okay? Because the cracks were starting to get bigger, And this is the energy that you are seeing it as now. It's almost like your perfect picture has been distorted. But it's not because it's been distorted, it's because now you see the truth of the situation. Okay? The distortion was there before. Okay, let's move on to the oracle cards here. So the first card here we have is the family room. Now, this situation could be related to family, Aries. This could be, your parents, sisters, cousins, whatever. Or this could be your husband, something more intimate, okay? But this is regarding a family situation either way, where this energy was removed, okay? Excuse me. The next message here we have is deceit. You've realized that there is a lot of deception, perhaps in your environment, Aries. And because you're starting to see clearly now, you see somebody for who they are, okay? Because perhaps, because you were in the moon energy, you were not able to see clearly. And now you see somebody's true nature for what it is, okay? The next message here we have is conjunction, okay? And so in your birth chart, when something is in conjunction, it's in harmony, it's in balance, it's about working well together, okay? And down here it says a union, merging, and coming together, okay? But in this situation, Aries, I'm going to say that this card would not necessarily be in conjunction, okay? This is something that you would like to have happened because you wanted the harmony, the balance in the situation. But through your efforts of trying to make this situation work, you've realized that, it isn't solely up to just you to make this work, right? Because you try to keep this situation together, okay? You try to keep it together. You try to keep the union together. You try to keep this family situation or whatever the case is together. But as the cracks start getting bigger, you start to realize that there is no coming together, okay? The next card here we have is Milestone. Now, Milestone for me is about similar to the Wheel of Fortune. You have completed your lesson and you've achieved the tools that you need in order to, grow and step into the Empress mode, which is what you've put yourself in, okay? You have now completed your cycle. You've completed your understanding of a situation, and that was your lesson, okay, to see clearly. And now with the milestone here, you are also represented with the Empress, okay? So a lot of the cards, oracle cards, are really represented up here in the tarot cards as well. The last message here we have, it says release. So this is, you just letting go of something that you can no longer control, letting go of something that isn't in your hands to fix anymore, letting go of being codependent and approval of other people's energies because they've created some sort of importance, okay? You have released this illusion, and that is your growth. So that is a really good message, Aries. Really powerful stuff here. It's, every time we learn our lessons, we start on a journey that's better than the last, okay? I'm not saying that our lessons will never end, because we are constantly having to evolve as our souls get older, right? So, but this is definitely a huge milestone for you, Aries. And, it's put you into your Empress mode, which was your last step to really get to your Empress level, okay? But that's the messages I have here, Aries. Hopefully that resonated. If not, that's okay. There'll be other messages. Take care and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the middle of the month, okay? Thanks for watching. Goodbye.